Hey peeps, and welcome to the first behind-the-scenes editing process of Kill la Kill Abridged. Yay! Now first, I want to point out before I hear the age-old, "You're just copying Kaiser, be original." First off, no. Second, I'm doing this because I get a lot of questions about the editing process and why it takes so long for me to put out an episode. Third, I'm not going to be copying Kaiser. I may be using his style as a jumping off point, but that's only until I find what works for me. So I'm not trying to be Kaiser. Nor will I ever say that I am, because I'm not. I'm not Kaiser. Here's a picture of me and Kaiser. See that? Him, me. Him, aka not me. Today we'll be covering episode 6. Now here's what we got as far as the timeline. A lot of stuff going on in the visual department. You know, I hear a lot of people complain about Premiere's interface, but I find it to be more understandable than Sony Vegas. It's just my personal preference. Currently, I'm using Adobe CC, but with CS6. Now I'm going to be showing you. First off, one of the easiest edits I've made. See, in this shot with Sanagayama and Satsuki, I had it so she acknowledged what Sanagayama says before the lightning strikes. But in the original shot, the lightning hits, then she turns. So I masked out Sanagayama in After Effects using the pen tool, and made a lightning effect using the effect Advanced Lightning, also duplicated the layer multiple times. I also made a flash using a white solid shape layer, and feathered the edges. We had quite a bit of eye movements in this episode, which is pretty basic, so I won't go into it much. The throw up with Satsuki was used by using stock water footage, and I used the color change effect. This was a quick one as well, because the original shot wasn't even a full moon. Here's the original, and here's what it covered. I had to do this to keep consistency with a later shot. Same with these ones, as they are both from a different episode. This was the shot the moon came from. Now onto a fun little edit. Satsuki is known for a few things. Her giant ass and her eyebrows are only a couple. But let's just talk about her eyebrows. For this shot, I brought her into After Effects and used some stock fire laying them onto her eyebrows. I also made a red solid layer and turned the opacity down to further show her fury. This was something I know a lot of you would pay attention to, you bunch of pervs. Don't worry, I still love you. And that's the boob jiggle. This was the footage from the series. The bad thing about editing Kill la Kill is the red titles and the constant rolling fog. With this shot though, I brought on a good friend of mine, Angel X Mikey, to do some fill-in animation. Be sure to check out his channel for more animations, speed draws, and boobs, titties, and butts. Here we have more eye movement. Also, yes, that is in fact Yamato SFX of Something Witty Entertainment. That is Kirito. You can stop now. Next, onto the last big edit, another raging Satsuki. I feel like this is a theme. See, this is the original shot. I took Satsuki from a different episode entirely, did the same eyebrow gag as before, had her zoom in and used a camera shake, made another color matte, as well as used a stock explosion. That's it for major visual edits and alterations. I dedicate a lot to improving the show, hence the Patreon, which allows me to afford paying for better equipment to further push the quality of the show. This episode certainly did have a lot of edits I'd never tried before. So time for some little bits of info people probably didn't know. People were wondering why I didn't get a female to voice Ragyo. Simply put, if you were a fan of my old Kill la Kill shorts, you'd know I used to voice Satsuki. Well, to change things up for the Abridged series, I asked my good friend Megami33 to take up the role of Satsuki. Keeping up with the typecasting of playing terrible fathers, I decided to take on the role of Worst Mom, aka Disco MILF, aka Ragyo Kiryuin. This also pays homage to the previously mentioned shorts. So what did you think of the episode? Did you like it or hate it? Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe. You can also keep up to date with me by following me on Twitter or liking my Facebook page. If you'd like to help improve the show, why not pledge and become a patron? And, as always, until next time, stay gold. Bang.